Hello, hello everyone, and thank you so much for taking the time on this beautiful Tuesday, whatever you are. It's raining cats and dogs where I'm at. I hope the weather, it's a lot beautifuler. Is that even a word? I don't know where you're at. So I don't think I need to tell you that we've got problems in the world, and now more than ever, it seems like we have more now than we had months ago. And I hope that when you hear these inspiring stories that you're going to hear today, it's going to help you understand that there are solutions out there for whatever it is that you might be searching for. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to kind of, if my computer would behave and listen. Here we go. Hey, we're live, it happens. Share screen. Here we go, everyone. So, isogenics. Wait, you do this. My computer is special. Here we go. All right, so what is isogenics? We are all here because either we are part of this amazing company or someone cared enough about you to invite you to learn more about it. I cannot imagine my life without this company, and I know for those of you that are already in the company, I'm sure you can relate. So our mission is to create the world's greatest health and wellness products and business opportunities that together we can transform lives both physically and financially. And we are going to share every Tuesday 3 different stories of different people every week that have said yes to this incredible company, and as a result, their lives, their health, their bank accounts, their relationships, their passion and their purpose is being fulfilled. I don't know how else to put this, but to me, this is what this company means. Okay, so Isogenics, it's a company that is based on integrity. It's been around for over 18 years. That beautiful lady you see on your screen, she's one of our co-founders, Kathy Coover. You're gonna hear stories about making money, and whether it's making an extra $200 a month, making an extra $20,000 a month, it can make an impact in someone's life. And it is for everybody, but it requires you to take the time, you to make the commitment and the dedication to get the results, whether it's financial, whether it's physical, whether it's endurance, whichever area you're looking to improve in your life. So what does Isogenic do? It blends the best science and nature, quality nutrition, convenience, and simplicity. As a busy mom of 5, simplicity, convenience was a must, and the good nutrition was a had to, because of nutritional, deficiency that we all have in our body. And health is the foundational pillar of living magnificent life. Without our health, we've got nothing. Somebody's unmuted. So whoever you are, if you don't mind, please mute yourself because I'm on the slide mode. So, or maybe I just go on and just, okay. I hope, like I said earlier, I hope you become inspired and motivated by these amazing transformations. And I'm going to go ahead and start with, Emily, because she just got a phone call and one of her friends was in a car accident. So I want to give her the time to go ahead and reach out to her family and her friends about this. But this is Emily. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul, 28 years young. She's been a caregiver her entire life. She's a jack of all trades. She's, a former CNA, med tech, group home manager. And when I met her, she was a waitress. And because she said yes to this incredible company, her life has transformed forever. She actually got married. She got her sexy back so she can look beautiful in her wedding dress, as you can see. And without further ado, Emily, would you please unmute yourself and share with the world your passion, your love, and what Isogenics has done for you?
Okay, y'all. Hi. Thank you, Christina. I love you. Okay, so before Isogenics, I was unhappy, unappreciated, and I just flat out did not feel good, right? So me being unhappy stemmed from me being overweight, and me feeling unappreciated was me being stressed out. And when I just didn't feel good, it was me feeling sluggish, right? And all of this came down to just pure exhaustion, and I just felt utterly depleted. There's no other word for it but that. And so like Christina said, I have been a caregiver all my life. I started babysitting when I was in the 5th grade. I've always thought I was supposed to be a nurse, an RN. And a lot of that stemmed from other people saying, oh my gosh, Emily, you would be so good at this. And I put myself on hold, and that means self-care, self-love, spending time with myself. I forgot what I liked and what I didn't like. And, you know, I knew what all my clients liked and what they didn't like, and I didn't know who I was anymore. I got lost in taking care of other people. And I really struggled with saying no to people. And, you know, I put myself on hold until my clients that I was serving had what they needed. But if you've ever been a caregiver, it's an ongoing thing, right? It's always changing. You have to adjust for yourself. You have to adjust for your clients, and it doesn't just end, right? It's ongoing, and it's evolving every day, and it can change every day. And that's where selflessness really comes into play. And honestly, it just came down to, I just didn't realize my own self-power, my own self-worth, and I did not realize at the time that I was secretly struggling that I was enough right where I was at right then. And, you know, me talking about being a caregiver, I was working from 40 to 90 hours every single week. And I was working 16-hour shifts, and I was not home a lot. So I was always eating out, right? And I don't know if you've experienced this, but when you eat out, you're hungry like 15 minutes later because it's full of garbage, right? So then you eat again, right? And you're always in the car, you're always sitting, you know, there's no physical activity because you're just working and you're exhausted. And so it just got to the point where my life was on repeat, you guys, and I would wake up and cry. I would come home and cry. My feet will never be the same from that one CNA job where I had no help, you guys. I was struggling big time, and I was just a walking zombie. And I would wake up even more exhausted than when I fell asleep. And I knew when I realized that I was existing in life and I wasn't really living my life. And, you know, I just asked myself, like, how can I keep going on day by day, slowly killing myself? Like, honestly, really. And so my friend Beth, she gifted me a pack of vitamins. She got pregnant. And at this time, I had fallen off a horse and got a head injury and got bit by a tick and had Rocky Mountain spotted fever. And so I wasn't feeling good, right? And I was out of work, and my friend gifted me these vitamins. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I took those vitamins for 5 days, you guys, and I felt on top of the world. And I got signed up right after that. I knew that this was it for me. The rest is history. I use these products every single day of my life. And right now, I am the happiest I've ever been. I have the most energy I have had ever. I wake up at 5 a.m. now with high energy, a joy to serve people. I just feel so good. And, you know, I do my daily devotions in the morning. I work out, and I literally feel so appreciated. And it just makes me so happy. And I have just learned that I can still have a servant's heart without being in the medical field. And, like, thank God, right? Oh my gosh. And so all I have to say is the products work. I look forward to them every single day. And if you don't get anything out of this, just know that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And that's what I was doing. And you have to fill your own cup first. And just commit to yourself and just love yourself and just have self-grace. So that's all I got.
I love you, Emily. Yeah,
I
everybody
love
give her
you.
a big hand. I, when I met Emily, she was working as a waitress, and she knew she was gonna start a family. She was getting married in a few months, and then she says, you know what, my big goal is to have the energy to, first of all, to just have more energy to live, because like she said, of her, getting bit by a tick and having all that and falling off the horse, it took a toll on her body. And she says, you know what, and one day I want to have a baby, and I want to be a mom, and I want to be able to stay home with my baby, and I don't want to have to go through this, because if I can't do this without the baby, what the heck am I going to do when I'm going to have a baby? Right?
Yeah.
I love how you said that, you can't pour from an empty cup. And I feel like that's what a lot of people do. And we also fill our bodies with empty calories. And then, it's like you're not putting, you're putting gas in your car, but you're not putting oil. And, before you know it, your engine's going to blow up. So I love hiking with this beautiful soul. I love traveling with her. I
So
cannot
fun.
wait to see where she's going. And I know that she's inspiring people every day, and her passion, and she didn't mention this, but her passion is more about helping people. She has a lot of friends and family that are overweight, and her passion is to help those people have a better health. And I've never seen someone so dedicated to reaching out to people and sharing this gift of isogenics. And I cannot imagine not having her part of this community and having this team. And we work together as a team, and you're never alone. So if you've ever tried to lose weight the hard way, or drink monster drinks, and there's not enough coffee and energy drinks in this world to fuel your body and do what this girl was doing without isogenics. I think if she would have had isogenics when she was doing all those hours, she probably
Yes.
been bouncing around like most people do. So anyways, I love you, Emily. Thank you
I love
so much.
you.
I know your story is going to inspire. I know there's other young people out there that have similar goals and similar stories, and I know your story will inspire them. Thank you so much. Beautiful.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, go ahead and mute yourself. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. This is actually, I'm going to go ahead and bring out Sarai. I hope I say that right. And she's a 35-year-old mother of two wonderful children. She's Emily a few years from now, if she hadn't started isogenics. That's what I think. She's like working. When she told me, she's like, if I'm not with my kids, I'm at work. I'm like, OMG, how many people do that, right? So she works as a medical assistant for an ENT office. She has medical assistant degree, working on her associates in criminal justice. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I can't wait to hear her accent. And she's had an amazing transformation, as you guys can see on her picture there. She's had an amazing transformation, and I cannot wait for you to hear her story. So do you mind unmuting yourself? And did I say your name right? I hope I did.
Yes, you did.
Take it away, beautiful. Tell us what isogenics has done for you, and let's inspire some people out there.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here to speak today. So as many of you, I got reached by my dear good friend Frank like a year ago, a little over a year ago. And at the time that he hit me up, I was just not mentally, financially, or physically prepared to what he was trying to introduce me to. After the year, I got to a point where, I got to a point where I just couldn't stand myself anymore. I couldn't stand how I was looking. I couldn't stand the fact that I didn't have energy to even play with my kids or have the energy to be with and spend time with my kids because I was so tired. My job is very my job can be very stressful and time consuming. So at times I get home 8 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock at night. to come home and to make sure that the kids are okay, that they ate, that their homeworks are done, and to put them to bed. As some of you know, I have a 16-year-old son, so he could barely take care of himself. But I have a 5-year-old daughter, who depends a lot on me.
And I take care of the house.
Yeah, you'll hear her in the background. So
Yeah, I take over the house too.
And this is my little princess who takes a lot of my time. But I got tired of being tired and not being able to spend time with them, and basically not even have time for myself. So I got to my last resort, and I ended up calling up Frank, and I said, look, I'm on my wit's end. I'm tired of being tired. I need to find a way where I can get energy, where I can lose this weight, because I want to see my children grow. I want to see my children graduate from school, and God willing, one day they get married. I want to be there for them, and be with them for a very long time. And the way that I'm going, I'm not going to get there. I was like, I need your help, and I need your help now. And he heard the desperate cry. He heard my desperate cry, and he said, I'm here to help. And he introduced me to this great and awesome program. And I've only been doing it for a month, and I've dedicated myself. I promised not only myself, but to him, that I was going to dedicate myself. And I've dedicated myself for a month. And in the past month, I've already lost 11 pounds, something that I haven't been able to do in 5 years, because I haven't been this weight since before my daughter's pregnancy. So the fact that I was able to at least go from 206 pounds now to 195, it's amazing. And I feel great. And in less than a week, I was able to start getting my energy back. And now I have so much energy that it takes me time to go to sleep at night. So I try to find things at night to do, or read a book or anything, just to make sure so I can put myself to sleep. But it has been an amazing journey. I have met some amazing people in this group, and I am so proud to be here and so excited to be here. Because my dear friend introduced me to this Isogenics family, and I love it here, and I'm amazed, and I can't wait to keep going and growing with you guys and seeing what more I can bring to the company myself.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, I can relate so much to your story. And I know there's so many moms out there that needed to hear that, because there's nothing more as parents that, that disappointing look, or is like, gosh, my kid's, but I can't be there. You know what I mean? It's like,
exactly.
Like Emily was saying, we give from an empty cup, and every time we give, we're drained. And I am so grateful that Frank reached out to you, and that's what it's about. People out there are searching for solutions. You were searching for a solution, and you found it, and I'm so great that you said yes. And I cannot wait to see and follow your journey and see how amazing this is going to be, and being able to have energy to keep up with your kids, and being able to perform better at work. And it's just like Emily was saying too, it's like, it's fulfilling.
It is.
Feel like you deserve it, and you have a whole new outlook in life. And I love it. I am so thankful that Frank nominated you to share on our call, and I'm so grateful that you shared your story, because I know so many moms out there. I was one of them. I was one of them, and I know how hard it is, and how sad. I don't know, that it's so, like you said, being broken, You feel like you can't
Mommy,
function and you can't be the best.
Hold on,
you
hold
can
on.
be.
your phone number here.
She wants.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. We are a family business. We are a family
On
company.
here.
You know, our kids
Only
are
4
part of the
minutes.
business. Just wait until she's gonna make her own shake, and she
Oh, she already has.
see what I mean.
She already has. She has her strawberry and her cookies and cream.
Yeah, and as parents, I don't think I think being able to teach them better, you know, we always want better for our kids. So by you setting yourself up for success, you're offering them the encouragement, the solution, the motivation, the inspiration. It's like, hey, if mom can turn her life around, you are unstoppable. And I know as a parent, that's what we want for our kids. So thank you so much, Sarai, for sharing this. And I really appreciate it. And I can't wait. In a few months, we'll have you back on here and can you tell me what it felt like to see that first number on the scale go from a 2 to a 1? Like, did you cry?
Oh, you can even ask Frank. I called him crying because I said I haven't done this in years.
Where's Frank? Frank, are you on here? Can you unmute yourself for a second? Tell me what was that call like to you?
It's okay.
It is the reason why we do what we do. We want these calls so bad because, you know, when you see someone in pain and hurting and a person you care about and you know for years, you know, I met her at GNC like 14 years ago, and she used to make smoothies, and so she knows a lot about the products like that were on those shelves. So if anybody knows that they could have gone to another GNC and got stuff, as she's one of them, but realizing that stuff doesn't work, and she needed a better solution, and she was on the wrong track, right? She felt like a freight train moving and couldn't turn it back around. And to be a person in her life, just to be the GPS to guide her, has been such an honor.
Thank you for what you do. You know, I love having you, and I've told you this, and you know, over text, and I've, you know, and we are, as a company, this company is designed to help people achieve their goals, whatever that goal is. We all have a certain vision. We all have different goals, different dreams, right? And you'll hear Suzanne here in a minute, you know, her goals and her dreams. It doesn't matter if you're a supermodel. It doesn't matter if you're a tired mom. It doesn't matter if you're an exhausted dad or a grandma or a grandpa. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what your credit score is. It doesn't matter what degrees you have, how many letters and numbers you have after your name or whatever. None of that matters. It doesn't matter what's in your bank account. We offer solution for absolutely everyone. So if you're new to this call and this is the first time and you're feeling inspired by any of the stories you hear, please reach out to the person that invited you, because you too can, in a month, in 2 weeks, in 6 weeks from now, can be on the Zoom sharing your success story. We all just started by saying yes, what if? And you have nothing to lose. The products are 30 days money back guarantee. So if for some reason, I don't know why, this wouldn't work for you, right? It's working for everyone else. Why not you? If it doesn't, you either get your sexy back or you get your money back, right? That's how we say it. Roy, you've lost 50 pounds on the first 90 days. Wow, that is amazing. Okay, well, you're next week. You're sharing next week. I'm calling you out. Reach out to me on Facebook and we'll share your story. Yes, and most of us were complete strangers before this program. Actually, as a matter of fact, every single person on this call and 99% of the people on this team were complete strangers. And now we're best friends. We travel. Suzanne, I'm gonna unmute you, baby. I'm gonna introduce her. Hold on a second. Thank you so much for your share. If you don't mind, you know, mute you guys back up. Let me share my screen really quick, and I'm going to share a story with this beautiful. I still have your dress, in case you're wondering, and I'll tell you guys what that means here in a second. She knows what I mean. So here's this beautiful hot mama, Suzanne. She's a loving mother of 2 boys, 46 years young. Does she look 46? Like, heck no. We have the fountain of youth, baby. You know, she's an author. She was just telling me earlier about her life, the book about, you know, her life and how she overcame things in her life. She's a formal model, beauty queen. I didn't put that on there. She's she's done beauty pageants, right? Too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the air radio personality. So she's gonna share how this company has not only transformed her body, but also her bank account, because we can do that.
Yes.
and well, back to the dress. So we were in an event, and we have like formally, we dress like prom and then some, and we have amazing get-togethers. And so you dress up, and I didn't have a dress, and she goes, "You're going?" And I have an extra dress, and here it is, and you're gonna put it on and you're gonna go. And I'm like, all right, I still have your dress, so I'll send it to you soon, I promise.
That's okay. I'm grateful. Thank you for hosting the call tonight. And thank you, Emily and Sarai, for sharing as well. Thank you, guys. I took my glasses off because the light was glaring, and I wanted you to see my eyes. But so I'm Suzanne. I live in Juno Beach, Florida. Yes, I'm 46 years old. I have 2 boys, a 21-year-old and a 13-year-old. And homeschooling sucks. So hats go off to any of you teachers. You know, homeschooling is no fun. I started my journey with Isagenix in 2012, and I actually came to the company because I wanted to lose weight. That was the only reason that I came to it. I had a girlfriend who's a rock star in Isagenix. She is a multiple 7-figure income earner in our company. She's in the top 10 income earners in the company worldwide, Jennifer Trinkner. I known her from modeling, and I reached out to her because I wanted to lose weight. So I got on this program, and at the time I was an on-air radio personality. For 12 years, I had a talk show on the air 5 hours a day, 5 days a week with Clear Channel and iHeartMedia. So I was a local celebrity, and I had everyone and their mother wanted me to sell their products. And I was never into it. I never thought, like, I hated sales. I didn't want anything to do with it. I just wanted to lose weight. So leave me alone. And that was my attitude on it. I, in fact, deleted Jennifer because she was trying to show me how I could get my products paid for. And I was like, see, she's trying to get me to work the business. And I deleted her off my Facebook. So I followed the program to a T. I didn't know what I was putting in my body. I didn't research it. I didn't know anything about the products. I was just putting in my body and following the very easy step-by-step guide, and had no coaching from anyone. 5 days into it, I woke up on day 5, and that was the best that I had felt. And I was like, wow, I'm feeling really good. And then by day 10, I felt even better. And by day 14, my pants were falling off of me. I felt sexy again. In 21 days of my first 30 days, I had released 19 pounds. It's just, I was working out, I was following the program, I was crushing it. Now, during that time, you guys, I had a couple of happy hours. I did have like a spaghetti and meatball dinner here or there because I love meatballs. But the results blew my mind. So again, not wanting to share the opportunity, I just didn't want to go without feeling the way I was feeling, which was way more energy than I'd ever felt naturally. I was waking up in the morning and flying out of bed. I didn't need to hit snooze. I was coming home like Sarai at night, and like one of my clients right now at night, and just having energy, not feeling like I needed to eat a bunch of food or lay down on the couch. I just had incredible energy. So for 3 years, I kept ordering the same system every month. I didn't know what it was that was making me feel good. I just knew that I didn't want to be without that. And I kept ordering that same pack for 3 years. Well, during that time, I had become friends with Jennifer again, and I had been watching her grow in the company, and I legit saw her income for 1 week in the month of March in 2015, and it blew my mind. I immediately called her on the phone and I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she just said, I'm just sharing. I'm sharing from the heart. What's your story? And I was like, I lost 19 pounds in my first 21 days. I, have more energy. I've never slept better. I was having vivid dreams. I was legitimately waking up in the morning going, oh my God, I just slept so good. And I was trying to give my husband Isoflush. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but you got to like take some of this stuff. And seriously. And so I started to share the business in 2015 in pockets of my day. I was a full-on on-air radio personality. And so I just told my story. Who doesn't want to lose weight? Who doesn't want to have more energy? Who doesn't want to perform better in the gym or age more youthfully? I was using the skincare. Everything was just totally coming together for me. And I found it very easy because I didn't have to think about 2 meals a day. It was simple, a very simple step-by-step guide. All you have to do is follow the guide and your results are going to be mind-blowing. Now, I've coached over 400 people. I've had people lose over 100 pounds. I'm coaching a guy right now on day 4 that says he feels great. He's ready to start cleansing. This is your journey. I highly recommend you take it and go with it and be the walking billboard that these products can help you be. But because of me being the walking billboard, everyone wanted to know what I was doing. All I had to do was post a before and after picture in 30 days. And people were like, what are you doing? That couldn't be 30 days. There's no way that's 30 days. And I said it was. So I started sharing this with people and I had no experience in this business at all. So if I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it. All of the tools that you need to be successful in this business are provided for you. So that's all I did was I consumed myself in getting to know the information on how to share this the right way and what to do so that, you're following, you're just sort of, repeating the process over and over, sharing it from the heart and making sure that your people have great experiences because you guys, in 12 years of radio, I was making the most money that I had made yet. And you start out not making very much money, but in 2 years of sharing isogenics in pockets of my day, I had replaced my income of 12 years. Not only that, but I was participating in contests because the company has contests all the time. They want to reward you. They want to show you that this lifestyle isn't just about putting money in your pocket and helping people. It's about you also enjoying your life. So I started entering these contests and we were winning. I won a trip to Riviera Maya, Mexico, to the Hard Rock, all expense paid. I brought my husband. There was hundreds of us that had won the trip. So you got to know all these great people in isogenics, people that you just fell in love with, because people that are on the journey to better themselves are good people. People who are just stagnant and wanting to live the mediocre life, get away from those people because those are the people that are going to hold you back. And isogenics people that are wanting to improve their life or don't want to live that mediocre life. We're sick of feeling overweight. We're sick of our pants not fitting or having to live off coffee. And my main thing was my kids needed me home. My 13-year-old son now, he was 11 at the time, 10 or 11 at the time. And my radio show was from 2 p.m. until 7 p.m. So I was missing the most important part of being a mom. I couldn't pick him up from school. I couldn't take him to karate. I couldn't get him into football. He couldn't perform in activities. His grades were slipping. He was on Xbox constantly and everything was not working out. My marriage wasn't doing well and I needed to be home. And because I had replaced my income in 2 years, I was able to let go of that job. And now through the coronavirus, I'm so grateful for this because I feel for all the people that are hurting, but we make residual income, you guys. So all you have to do is make sure you have a good experience. People are going to want to know what you're doing because 30 days of being on this. And if you mess up, just get back on right away. If you mess up again, don't quit. Just get back on because before you know it, you're going to have results that you didn't even realize were happening because you look at yourself every day, but compare your photos. I had back fat and lines. 12 weeks later, they were gone. I didn't even know they were gone. So when you make sure that somebody else has that great experience, and you reach out to your team for that help, they're going to keep ordering the products and then they're going to share. And we're making money now at a time. People are always going to want to be fit healthier. They're always going to need vitamins. They're always going to want to lose weight, have more energy, sleep better. We have something that people are going to want to forever need. So I highly encourage you to just be open, try Isagenix for yourself. If it doesn't work for you, just don't quit, keep going. If it really doesn't work, then return your products or don't eat it all and get your money back. But for those of you that do, it can change your whole life, your whole world. So thank you for the time.
Thank you so much, beautiful. I am so I love your story. I understand the fact that for you, you know, it's like you work so hard, and there's so many other people out there that are working so hard to get to the next level, to get that next promotion, to get that next, you know, the next thing. They're chasing the next thing, and one thing can happen, just like COVID, or, you know, something, they get sick or something happens, and all of a sudden their income stops.
Yes.
You talked about having residual income. A lot of people don't even know. Like, if you don't know what residual income is, Google it. Like,
right.
You'll be like, wait, I can make money while I'm sleeping? Like,
and the compound effect. Yes.
Right? And the compound effect and all that. So for me to know that we are part of this amazing team, we are part of this, you're in the business for yourself, but not by yourself. And all you do is you become, like you said, a product of the product. You put the product in your body. I tell people, I'm like, I get paid to look good. You know, I was like, I get paid to work out. I get paid to eat healthy. And you're a walking billboard. And then people are going to be like, what are you on? I remember when I had my before and after picture and I posted it online, I didn't see it. I didn't think I had a big difference. Like you said, you know, you had all this fat in your back and all this other stuff, you know, mama junk. And I posted my before and after. And then I had people show up at my front door. And I'm like, wait, I work by schedule, by appointments. I don't, you know, just like, no, I want what you're having. And it's just like recommending a restaurant. It's just like recommending a nice pair of shoes. You know, it's just like recommending a good movie you watch. Like, people always like, especially now through COVID, it's like, what are you watching on Netflix? I'm like, forget what you're watching on Netflix. What are you feeding your body? Like, how many bags of potato chips did you go through while you were in COVID? You know, there's so much that our company has to offer. And
that's definitely, including the IsaBody challenge, just giving people an opportunity to commit to something and win money. Again, I've won so many great trips with this company. And what I love about it is we go and then we get all this swag. They have like bags of clothes and it's so exciting and fun. And then you meet all these great people. It's insane. It really is. And one of the things I don't want people to have a misconception of, this isn't, you don't have to be successful in this. To be successful in this business, you don't have to be rock solid and ripped and a muscle builder and the personal trainer. The key is to have a story. Put the products in your body for a minimum of 30 days. Let your body feel the experience of what can happen to you. And once you have that experience, you just share it from the heart. Where you go from there is your journey. But once you legitimately know, it's like this, just like she said, if I love Italian food, if I go somewhere and I have the best chicken Parmesan or the just best meatballs I've ever had, I am telling everyone, you need to go to Louis. You need to go over here. And you're telling them that. It's the same thing with Isagenix. So the before and afters are awesome. No matter what, always take before and afters. But your story is your story. As long as it's your story, it comes from the heart. It doesn't mean that you have to be this stick figure personal trainer to be successful, because some of my friends in this business have lost touch with their physical side, but are still raking in the cash. So,
and the thing that I want to say is it is different. Just like, you know, somebody may lose 20 pounds or in a month, you know, somebody else might gain 5 pounds. If you need to gain weight, it can help you gain weight. And just like, you know, she's replaced her income, right? Somebody might just want an extra $500 a month, right? $500.
That's all I wanted. I just wanted to pay for my products. That was all I wanted.
Right, eat for free. But some people out there, they want to get. They say that $500 a month can save, I think it was like 60 or 80% of marriages. I mean, that's crazy. It may be just you're able to put your child, if you have children, to be able to put your child in a sport, you know, to be able to play travel soccer or travel volleyball or whatever sport they are. Or it may mean that you can take them on a vacation. an extra vacation a year. You know what I mean? Now we're all at home. It's a little different because we're spending time with our families. But before we know it, the world is going to go back to normal. And people are going to have to go back and get a job, which I call just over broke, right? And how amazing it is that we have products that make you feel and look amazing. And then you get paid to share your story, and you get paid to inspire and save other people's lives. Imagine if Frank hadn't told Sarai about it. Imagine if I hadn't told Beth and Beth hadn't told Emily, right? Imagine if Jennifer hadn't told you or hadn't posted on Facebook and told you, hey girl, you guys competed together in like bikini, you did the Hawaiian tropic or whatever, Hawaiian something.
Yeah,
like
Hawaiian tropic.
Right? So it's like Hawaiian something. You can tell I've never competed in a beauty pageant. I'm just saying.
I think that was one of the things that I love too is the freedom. It's
right.
Obviously, I mean, I don't have to go to work for anybody. I work for myself. I get to choose who I want to work with.
Yeah.
So, not having to, working on my terms. I mean, there is a set schedule that I have for my work on a daily basis, but it's maneuverable. So if I need to be somewhere, or if I want to go play tennis or I want to go ride motorcycles, I can rearrange my day to how it fits me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. And I hope that, we get together soon.
Yes.
So, thank you so much for muting
so
yourself. Thanks. So, guys, you just heard 3 incredible stories. You just heard regular, everyday ladies, just ordinary moms and non-moms yet, right? That want to be moms. Ordinary people just became extraordinary, took their life, their health, their bodies, their bank account to a whole new level, right? They all had different goals. They all have different ways. They all had different results. But the one thing that they had in common, they all use the same company. They all use the same products. They're all part of one team. They all said yes to what if this is for me, right? So here's what I know. I know that people who you have not yet met are struggling with a problem that you just found out that there is a solution for, right? How many more moms are out there that don't know if they have, when they come home from work, their kids are going to be asleep or not, if they can give them a good night kiss or read them a book and put them to bed, or if someone else had put them to bed for them and then they leave before the kids even wake up. So how many moms are out there that are looking for time with their children or energy to keep up with their kids, right? What I know is that we're on a mission to change lives. You heard 3 incredible stories. Every week for the last few months, you've heard stories of how lives have been changed. Why not yours? Why not yours, right? Your life matters. You're worth it, and you're worth investing in. This is not extra money that you're spending. This is money that you're already now spending at the grocery store, at the restaurant, at the vitamin store, at the wherever you're buying. Instead of buying it from all these different stores, you order it online, you have it delivered to your front door. What if this is what the answer to the prayers you've been praying for? I also know that the time you invest in your health is never wasted. Never. And if you don't have the energy to get off the couch and go for a walk or a hike or a jog or dance around the house with your kids or whatever it is that you enjoy doing, bike, tennis, swim, whatever it is, if you don't have the energy, your health is going to suffer. What if you can have that energy? What if you can sleep better, be rested, and then feel amazing the next day, right? I also know that you can make your ideal life go from a dream to a reality. You heard Suzanne, like she wanted to be home with her kids. She didn't want to miss that time of when they come home from school and kids come home from school and they have problems. Now they have other problems because they're not at school, but when they're at school and they're like, Mom, so-and-so did this, or my teacher said this, and to be a mom or a dad and not be there to hear and comfort and console them through that, that's pain, that hurts. There are parents out there that are praying for that, to be able to be home with their children, right? So what if you can get paid to change the world? What if you can have 30 days to change your life or get your money back? We are here to show you how. We did it, and so can you. We can help you to go and to do in 30 days what you might not be able to do in 1 year alone. You heard from Suzanne how in a few years with Isagenix, she was able to replace 12 years, you said, of work, right? That she's busted her butt. We have doctors, we have nurses, we have lawyers, we have every, personal trainer. Frank, you heard Frank a little bit. He's a personal trainer in New York City. High-end clients, he's invested his entire life in building his clientele. If it hadn't been for Isagenix, he would be unemployed right now. He'll be having to make workout videos and coach them over Zoom. But because he said yes to Isagenix, he's now able to be home with his children and not take a financial pay cut. I don't know anything else out there in this world that you can be a mom, you can be a dad, you can be 18, you can be 80 and have the same opportunity. Nobody's going to ask you for your resume. Nobody's going to ask you for your background. Nobody cares what color your skin is, what religion you are, what size you are. Nobody cares. We care about you improving your life. We care about you taking your life and living your best life. What if this is the answer to your prayers? How selfish would have been of Frank to not reach out to Sarai? How selfish would have been of me to not reach out to Beth, who reached out to Emily? How selfish would have been of Jennifer to not reach out to Suzanne? Why be selfish? Why be selfish? There's enough selfish people in this world. Let's not be them. Let's share what we've got. Let's spread the joy. Let's spread the love. Let's spread the help. So thank you, guys. Get back to the person that invited you to this call. I love you and I appreciate you, and thank you so much, and I'll see you next Tuesday.